every planning committee member of the Hip Hop 5K, I will always say we all can't be in the same place at the same time. That's why I'm in here and the rest of my team is spread out, working, hang on, let me, Eric is calling me FaceTime and I want to give him an opportunity to see what I'm doing. Hey Eric, say hi to about 100 people. This is one of the best bass players in San Diego, Eric. But I do have a question for you, Eric. What would be a piece of advice that you would give to a young musician coming up in San Diego, California? I know that you play with about 50 bands. And so just one quick point on what piece of advice you would give to a young up-and-coming talent?
Just hone your art, work hard at what you do, get good at what you do, and then also it's having a good personality with people, enjoying people's company, and it's how you get along with people also in the music business.
Right. And Lord knows that as musicians, we have to deal with a lot of personalities and egos, right, Eric?
That is correct.
I'll see you tonight. Thank you, sir. All right.
When I'm on my social media, I do all my real life stuff, and that has nothing, it helps brand me as a radio personality, but you as an artist, I think sometimes we see someone's social media and we're like, oh, I see her getting the likes and the clicks, so I want to emulate what she does or he does. But you're not the same, you're not selling the same thing. So you have to learn exactly the industries that you're trying to tap into. People come to radio and they're like, how come you don't play my music? And I'm like, I don't even decide what music goes on the radio station. I go on and talk about my kids and my husband and my everyday, what I'm eating for lunch and how to wrap my sushi. I talk about silly, pointless things, and regular people who listen to the radio station to pass time, that's why they listen to me. You as an artist, you're branding yourself, right? And this is how you know you have people that care about you. Khalil has to know that people love and care about him, because Reese actually came up to me and said, have you heard of Khalil Nash? And I said, no, I haven't. And I said, but put it right here. Put his name in Instagram, because that's the first thing I'm going to operate on. Put his name on Instagram. Let me look at his profile. I looked at it. He said he's performing at 9. Tell me what you think. I was scrolling through. I was doing my own thing, talking to people. I heard Khalil start singing, I love you, in his high voice. And I said, what the? That's a guy singing that. Look how high his voice is. And I started recording. It's really planting seeds, and it's really getting people to plant your seeds for you as well as an artist. If people believe in you, they will come up to people like us and say, hey, go listen to that person.
I want to be so clear with you on this. We don't have to compete against each other. We just need to close ranks. Now, and I'm going to say, no one can do what Mandate Records does, because that's our mantle. But guess what? I can't do what Sound Collage does, because that's their mantle. Each one of us has a mantle that God has given us, and if we just operate in that and support one another, then our city as a whole will grow. Now, I'm like this. If you dope, you just dope. Right. Now, Mitchie Slick is dope. Me and Mitchie go way back when he was a youngster. His dad and I go back. So when Mitchie came up, and his mom and his dad, I knew that was his mom and dad. My thing was love on Mitchie. With everything that Mitchie don't rap the things that my rappers rap. But yet and still, when Mitchie sees me, there's mad respect because of the fact that we come with respect. My music can be played in the church, but it can also be played in the club. But at the same point, I don't hate on anybody that might say the music that we produce out of ours is not what they want to hear. Right. You know what I'm saying? But we're still San Diego. And all day long, if San Diego closed ranks and we begin to build the brand of San Diego, everything that comes out of our city, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't even talk about that team that used to be here. It's all about the Aztecs now. You know what I'm saying? To got rid of all my paraphernalia, and when they change their mind and get their mind right and come back, then I'm gonna be yes. But until then, they trading up there. That's where I'm about San Diego.
Okay, I may have to excuse you off the panel now.
But I do want to say this to you all. If we come together and support one another, and if we see somebody that might be slipping or might not be going up to the par of the San Diego brand, let's get around them, let's love them, and let's make sure that we definitely support them, and we'll see our whole city grow.
I run an independent living facility. I been 7 years clean and sober. My give back to the community is helping to mentor. They say at-risk youth. I just call them, just in need. Right? We all need something. 18 to 26. That's a crucial age for development. Personally and business-wise. So they see me in and out of my house. They see these things being put together. They see the organization. That's the give back. I don't promote that on social media. I don't need to. I just need to bring them here. That's called a plan of action. I have Brian. He has to go. Brian is from the Voice and Viewpoint. He has a question.
Brian Gooden from the Voice and Viewpoint, also from GroupingU.com, and formerly with 92.5 way back. I'm 60 years old. CO, father, mother, were all childhood friends of mine, and I commend you on your great effort and action to bring this about. This is not a small feat. And just looking at this community where I was born just a couple of blocks from here in a house, just looking at how this community has grown and what you brought to this community today is just outstanding. This community is a great one. A lot of people don't know the history of this community. A lot of people have come out of this little neighborhood that have reached the world stage, more than you know. As big as LA is, they can't probably even touch us in terms of the numbers of what we've done around here. And that needs to be spoken loud, far, and wide. And you are the people and the platform to make this happen. So learn your history here. It's a great one. In reference to what Dr. Thompson said in closing the ranks, hey, that is a powerful suggestion. So when you close those ranks, you can't forget about those that are next to you and behind you, like this young man. Lift them up, put them, and help them get to where they need to be.